Hello everyone. So I was asked by a Subbie to decorate these. So these are my current projects, so I'm going to work on them first. This is what they look like so far. And I'm planning on making about 3 journals, so this makes sense. I chose to round the corners that were the backing, and then the ones that were frontal, them were the ones that I did that with. I have my ephemera and bags here. Oh, but this is the main bag I'm going to be using. And this is more generalized, thank yous, stuff like that, pieces. So I figured keep them separate. Add that, put that in the thing right away. Alright, now I'm going to distress quickly before I get going too much with this, just because I do think they need to be distressed. So I probably should have done this before I started the video, but that's okay. I think this gives it a new look overall instead of the same look, and I need to make sure I'm in frame when distressing. Sorry about that. I like the distressed look with this autumn type journals that I'm making at the current moment. So now we gotta come up with something for the frontal parts. And I was thinking about this. Using this cute little piece here. I don't know. Maybe not it. What about this? Yeah. That will work. Hence why I have my Fabri-Tac ready to go. I think this is a great way of just, again, using what I have available. And I really like this piece here. Now this one, I'm going to do it on the bottom instead of the top. And I think this might be all I add to this one. I might just add a little like button or something, but this is why I didn't really distress the top parts, is because sometimes you're just laying stuff over top of it anyway, so it don't really matter. Yeah, it don't really matter with these if they're distressed or not. Which I'm okay with. Not distressing bits and pieces. There. These are too big, but I know I have small pieces here. That might work. This comes with the paper tree. If you get the extension packs and stuff like that, you can get these. I'm just pulling out the pieces that could be used. Here easily. There. So we got a nice pile going here with different things we could add to these. Ooh, I should... I think that's too matchy-matchy. Alright, I'll go back to this one, because I think that's perfect, that one leaf. What if I added that, and then this? Ooh, I like that. Okay. So I'm going to distress around this one. I distress around my pieces, smaller pieces, when I'm doing stuff like this. Just because... yeah, just gives it a good look. I'm actually going to Fabri-Tac this one and this one because it's hitting this part and I don't want it to not stay. So keep on catching myself going off and going too far in today. So there we go. We got our first pocket done. Let's do this one. I really like this guy in there, but I want something small right there. I'm going to go into my stickers, I think. There may be something in here that would be pretty. I know there's a page with mushrooms, I swear, on here. Sorry if I'm flipping through this too fast, but I'm looking for something that will work nicely for this. And I swear there were mushrooms in this. Ooh, this guy would be cute though. Guess I'm going for this guy, but I want to just dress him up a little bit before I pull him off. Yeah. That cute. Oh my goodness. So you don't necessarily just need to use your die cuts that you get from a paper pack. You can add or subtract to it. And I completely forgot to distress this. So I'm going to try quickly distressing this and laying it back down, and hopefully it is not going to have issues sticking. I think we're good. That is one thing I do like about Fabri-Tac, is it don't necessarily work immediately. So there's another one done. I know I like to put things in corners and that type of thing, but I just think it looks nicer off center rather than everything always being in the center. And I think you'll like the other projects I've decided to start working with too, that deals with this same series of stuff. I kind of am mass making and doing things with this series quite a bit because I want to use what I have. So yeah, and it was kind of nice. What I've been doing lately is researching different videos and stuff like that on how to make pieces. Well, not how to make pieces, but different tutorials that other people have done, but it's been a long time since we've seen any of them. I have noticed that, like, it seems like on YouTube everybody has this like little thing they do, and or different tutorials they do and stuff like that, but then they just like quit. I mean, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Like, everybody did the faux stamps pretty much at the same time this past year. it's like a lot of YouTubers just go with what other YouTubers are doing, which is fun, but at the same time we have all our supplies and stuff like that, and might as well be using them. I just, again, so I try to sometimes change it up, not always have the same things. This one I'm going to leave. I kind of like it the way it is. Again, I think this one I might just want to add a button to. So let's see here. I know I have my buttons nearby. Always do. I actually keep this on the side of my desk. No. I kind of want a darker button. Somebody's messaging me, but that's okay. I personally right now am on a roll with this. I don't want to change that. So just adding a simple button and some lace, sometimes that's all you need. This one's a little bit bigger. Now, do I have something that's tall? I like that. But I think I'm gonna do it a little off center like this. Yes. And the only reason, again, why I'm using the Fabri-Tac is because I'm dealing with fabric and it's a thicker than your normal lace. So I don't really want to chance it not sticking. So there we go. So we got our fall ones done. Now that I'm looking at this one's missing something. Oh well. That's what it was missing. Sometimes that happens. You'll go back to something and you're gonna think, oh my goodness, I'm missing something. Go back and add something. If you think you're missing something, go for it. You're the artist. And you should do you. I've been really liking that phrase this year. You do you. Don't do other people, just do you. So, I mean, beautiful pieces here. And now that I'm done with this, I do want to add a little distress ink here. There. Just got a little too white for me. So now that I'm done with this, I will do some, put this away, and we'll do some neutrals too for future projects. I am working on like several projects at a time at the current moment. And I know it's September or October now, and in Wisconsin here at the moment, US, it's been 80-90 degree weather when it's normally not that type of weather here. It's normally the type of weather of at this time of day or year being want to say 50s, 60s time of the year. So I'm taking my decorative corner stamper or stamp thing or chomper and getting this. And sometimes it likes to get stuck. I just take my scissors and get it all nice again. That happens. Alright, and then I have my regular corner, which I'll do with this one. Alright, now we'll start working with this one. Or these ones. I'm just going to get around it again. And sometimes, if you feel like you absolutely need the distress ink on there, you can stick a piece of paper, or I'm actually just going to do this. There. You distressed it. Now this one I don't really want to add what I added the last time, and I have these project life cards for another project out. So you can use something else if you're, you know, you don't necessarily need your paper one out in order to use it up, or use something for back like that. Alright, I'm going to put the corner stampers away here. And I have a project coming up that are going to be insect themed. I'm, as you can tell, not very intrigued by using insects, but you know what? It's okay to go out of your range with some pieces. You don't always have to do the same things over and over again. I'm just going to grab my book here. This is a plain page. So I'm throwing that in my use for backing area. I have this itty bitty piece that's been just sitting. So I'm just sticking it on. What else can we add to this? Just to give it a little bit more. Actually, it's got to do with the letter T, and I'm like, that's cool. So let's just glue on this T. And then I'm going to glue the bug. And I am using art glitter glue instead of my glue stick because I want to make sure it stays where I put it. I don't want it to move on me, and with all the tiny parts and stuff like that, yeah, we just don't want it to go anywhere. There we go. So ain't that interesting? It works. Again, I'm only going to make 2 of these bug ones just because I know what my current standing is with my pieces. I really want to use one of that, or oh, that's a cluster. It's just hanging out. What about this? I like that. Alright, that's what we're going to use. Except I think I'm going to go this way with it instead of that way. And be careful not to, this is why I'm like cutting it at an edge, an angle, because I don't want to be cutting into this bent edge. I know it's strange, I'm just adding stuff to it. This is just makes it look like it was sewn on, even if it wasn't. Because it's the piece that you cut off when you have ruffles. So like, for example, if you take this and you just cut off this edging here, you can use that edging to make something look like it's been sewn in because of the stitching. I found a new way of using what I had for my glue dies. I need to make sure I do that. Alright. And again, I'm doing the Fabri-Tac to make sure, because I'm using a lot of fabric and stuff here. And again, you try to, sometimes you have multiple projects going on, or you know you have some upcoming projects coming, and that type of thing. You want to use the stuff that you need for these up and coming projects before, so then when you get to the project you have supplies already made. Well, I have a pile there already, but I want to just leave this off to the side right now. So I think I've shown you enough different ways at this point with the different things. You can use your die cuts, you can use stickers, you can use buttons, you can add randoms that are on your desk, and fussy cutted things that were already ready to go for you to use for later on projects in order to make these lovelies into something. And I think I just found that one needs to be done, and this one needs to be done. It somehow got mixed up in there. Now I've got to see if yeah, I don't know how them two got mixed up, but these two belong with this collection. So sometimes you make the mistakes. I'll be doing these off camera, I'm pretty sure. But this one I'm gonna do off camera. This one I might just stick in this pile and do it on a later date. Don't need to do it all at once, but this one definitely needs to be added to them. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that one on a later date too. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.